It's Monday night, and this is the Queen City.
Give me love like a downright singer. Give me hell to raise.
And tonight, the Carolina Panthers, with playoff hopes in jeopardy and visions of tasting Lombardi's finest fading, take the national stage against the New Orleans Saints. And their only mission is to keep that 5-game losing skid from becoming 6. The hometown spell once cast upon opponents has fizzled. The young gun's youthfulness has been exposed, and Super Cam is feeling the kryptonite. So, add to the mix a Saints team flying high on a breeze, back-to-back owners of the NFC South who don't have to gamble to win, and what you've got is enigmatic gumbo. Now in the Big Easy, that might be true, but here in Carolina, it's all about the barbecue. So the Cats, led by the man known as Riverboat Ron, are going all in for the win. And a shot at cooking up some Saints.
We love the Panthers. Let's go Panthers.
Amped up, strapped up, a roar echoing through uptown and across the Carolinas. It's destiny time. Not one single thought genuflecting on the who that. You better squash that. All hail the Queen City. Let's go, y'all. Because it's Monday night. It's the Saints versus the Panthers. Let's go.
All right, welcome to ADSN's Monday Night Pregame. We're here with the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. We're here at Bank of America Stadium. Not even football weather. It's about 60 degrees. The stadium's fairly empty right now. Everybody's outside on the Panthers on Mint. A lot of pregame festivities. It's a big deal with the Monday Night Football trucks are out here. They're in the background. TV people all saw Roman Harper, my old buddy, former Saint and Carolina Panther, out here doing some TV work. And this is a big game. Make no mistake about it for the Carolina Panthers. They've lost 5 in a row. And they've got to stop this. If they have want any shot of making the playoffs, it all starts right here on this field behind me right now. They've got to win, and they've got to get a lot of help. Other teams in front of them have to lose, but they can't worry about that. All they have to do is win tonight against the Saints. Hopefully they can do that, beat the Falcons here on Sunday, and finish up strong against the Saints in New Orleans. Now, offense, I think that's what Carolina's main bugaboo is going to be. They've got to get the offensive momentum going. They've got to get Cam Newton going, sore, shoulder, and all. Norvell Turner's got a game plan for the Saints, and I think it has to start with running the football. Christian McCaffrey's got to get a lot of touches tonight on offense. They got to get the ball. DJ Moore, Curtis Samuels, that just got to mix a lot of these guys in. Ian Thomas, the new tight end, in for the injured Greg Olsen, has got to step up. And the offensive line has got to provide a lot of protection for Cam. Some of these zone reads and these run-pass options, these RPOs, have got to work for them if they're going to be able to freeze the New Orleans Saints linebackers. A.J. Klein, a former Carolina Panther, on defense for the Saints. And the Saints secondary, Marcus Lattimore, a top pick in the draft, Cameron Jordan, a very unheralded defense. I mean, these guys are a 2-loss team. They're 10-2 for a reason. Whatever their record is, they're pretty good. I think they're the best team in football right now. Now, defensively, we have to go to our old vet, one-time Carolina Panther and Penn State great, Reggie Walker. Reggie's going to break down the defense.
Thanks, Kev. Big game for the Carolina Panthers coming up on Monday Night Football. A couple of scenarios to look at here. In terms of the playoffs, Panthers, if they can get a win, they get to 7-7, back in the mix. They get the tiebreaker over the Eagles, which also puts them ahead of the Redskins because the Eagles have the tiebreaker over the Redskins. So playoff scenarios, obviously the case. Minnesota right now sitting in that 6th spot at 7-6-1. So the Panthers have a chance still to fight their way into the playoffs. They're going to need some help, but that's why this game is so massive. In terms of how to win the game tonight, it's going to start with the defense. Remember, this Saints team, they're known as explosive. 8 yards, per pass play. That includes incompletion, so you know they're pushing the football down the field. The key for the Panthers, keep things in front of you, make Drew Brees and this explosive, aggressive offense stay patient. Make Sean Payton get aggravated because he can't get big plays. If you make this team in the New Orleans Saints have to matriculate the ball down the field with 13, 14, 15 play drives, they're not going to be successful enough to consistently score. Percentages say if they've got to go 75, 80 yards every time, there's going to be a lot more field goals and a lot more punts involved as well, because defenses can make plays. The Panthers have players that can make plays. So it's not going to be that easy for this Saints team to pile up the points if they have to be more patient in driving the football down the field. On the flip side, Panthers got to finish drives with points. You cannot have situations where you get no points when you're down in the red zone. Finish drives with points so you can kick off, create touchbacks, and make the Saints have to drive the ball down the field with patience. And then the other piece, win on first down. Get the Saints behind the chains on first down. Don't allow them to complete passes for 6, 7, 8 yards on first down. That opens that playbook up for Sean Payton and Drew Brees to take shots down the field. You need to get the Saints in 2nd and 8 or longer type situations, and you really got an opportunity. And lastly, that defensive front. They have to be able to push the pocket in the middle, particularly with Dontari Poe and K'Wan Short. Push the pocket in the middle. Drew Brees, not the tallest guy, doesn't like to move around in that pocket if he doesn't have to. If you push the pocket from the middle, it clouds his vision, creates issues for him in terms of throwing lanes, and it's easier to get sacks with the guys off the edge because he'll have to step right into those guys if you can push the pocket up front. So again, the 3 keys to this game for the Carolina Panthers: win on first down, finish drives, and make the Saints drive, long drive, 14, 15 play drive if they're going to get touchdowns. And then lastly, push the pocket through the middle. If you can do that and dominate the line of scrimmage with this defensive front, you got a chance to beat the New Orleans Saints tonight on Monday Night Football. All of a sudden, 7-7, right back in that mix to get in the playoffs.
All right, great breakdown, Reggie. I think I just want to add to that some of the things that Reggie elaborated on. Carolina has got to get pressure on Drew Brees. Drew Brees may be old as Methuselah or old as the Civil War, as my buddy Taylor Zarzar used to say about some people I know. But they can't go all in just blazing. They got to get pressure. KK Short has got to come on tonight. I think he's poised for a breakout tonight. Julius Pep maybe seeing the sands fall through the hourglass. They've got to get pressure, but Drew Brees is shifty. William Wilson pointed out in one of our old Talking About Sports shows that he can still move in the pocket, buy himself time, even get out of the pocket, do enough just to get first downs, get down, get out of bounds. So if Carolina has just got to put some pressure on Drew Brees, because we saw when Dallas beat them, as much as I hate to say it, Dallas did beat the Saints. The key to that game was pressure on Drew Brees. He never got comfortable. I think they had less than 200 yards of total offense. So I think the key tonight, pressure on Drew Brees, and they've got to have a big effort. James Bradbury, Dante Jackson, Captain Munnerlyn, those guys have got to step up in the secondary. Now for Carolina, and speaking of their secondary, they've got to stop Michael Thomas. This guy's bad news. When he gets the ball, he causes trouble. He scores a lot of touchdowns. I think he's one of the best receivers in all of football. Maybe you never heard of him, but you're going to hear about him this year, especially when the Saints go long. Now, keys to the game, it's going to be tough. The thing is, Cam's got to stay clean. No pressure on Cam. Keep his shoulder feeling good. Keep his uniform clean. No sacks for Cam. Sacks on Drew Brees. They've got to run the ball, win the time of possession battle, more first down, more total plays, and here's the biggest key. Carolina's got to get a special team score tonight. Punt, block punt, kickoff, something. They've got to get a special team score if they're going to win this football game tonight. Prediction, much as I love to say it, I can't. I think the Saints are going to win this because they're one of the best teams in football. If not, maybe somewhere around 38 to 24. We're here. This is ADSN's pregame Carolina Panther kickoff from Bank of America Stadium.